I just want to say, if you've been searching YouTube and you're really struggling to find um, some sort of solution that will make sense, I pray that you find your solution. I was in that spot a few days ago. There is a solution if you drink like me, if it costs you your relationships, your health, your life, and you felt you were in a trap that you could not do anything about, no matter how much you wanted to keep your loved ones. Um, I want to tell you there is a solution, whether it's the solution I found or another one. There's plenty of options out there. There's not just the traditional treatments, but in this video, I will be talking about one method that worked for me, and that's all I can explain. I can talk about my experiences with AA, but in this video, it is day 3 for me on the Sinclair Method, and that's using naltrexone an hour before you drink. And what it does is the pill blocks the endorphins that are released when you drink, so you still get a little bit of a buzz, you still enjoy your drinking, but over time, using drinking with this, it will bring your drinking down drastically. From everything I've read, all the Reddit posts that I've read, all the YouTube comments that I've read, all the YouTube videos that I've done, and I would not be posting this video if it wasn't for my real personal experience, that this is real. It works for me, and I'm a guy who has been in AA for at least 10 to 15 years, in and out of the rooms, giving it my all. So in this video, I will be drinking. I just want to let you know that if you don't want to see alcohol being drank, you might want to change the YouTube channel. But this method involves drinking. I took my naltrexone tablet at 1:30 or 12:30, and I started drinking at 1:30. It is now 4:10, and all I've had, I went to the gas station and bought three of these. They're $7.99 for 3 of these, and that's what I usually get in one night. I usually will drink one of those within 30 minutes. It took me, I just finished it now. It's 4:20, so what? That's way longer, whatever that is. It's at least, what, 1:30 to 4, 2:30, 3:30, 2.5 hours. Yep, I'm really bad at math, but anyways, it's just it's a shock to me and a shock to my wife. I'm even drinking in the house right now, and she's in the other room, knowing that I'm making this vlog, and 3 days ago we were going to be separated unless a miracle happened. And yeah, I found Claudia Christian's YouTube video, which I will be linking down in the description below. And if anybody wants to get naltrexone, it will be linked in the description below on how I got it. I followed the same steps that I put in the description. Yeah, I made this vlog just to show my experience with how I still can't believe how this medication is working. It is I was binging drinking these hurricanes. The last video I made, one of me drinking it, that's all I was drinking for a week straight. I would drink it like at least like 4 or 5 or 6 of those a day, and I was absolutely insane. And then I was sick for about 2 days, detoxing. I would go get one a day, and I'm still I haven't stopped except like 1 or 2 days to drink, but my drinking has gone down extremely drastically just in the past 3 days. After starting on the naltrexone 1 hour before I drink, and I'm still in kind of like the alcoholic detox phase. And I want to make these videos to anybody who just came off a binge, any family members who might be watching that their partner or loved one cannot stop. I am that person. I am that I am that drinker. Death was gonna be my rock bottom. I'm gonna open this beer because I bought that one. It took like 2.5 hours to finish it. I did not have any desire to chug it or really get that monster that just comes over you. That's like that thanks you, and it's just like we're good. We're gonna go now, and you have no control. We're that mind state where it's not you in control anymore. It's that monster, and it's like drink another one. Oh, you want another one? Okay, let's get another one. And then you drink till you're sick, and then you wake up the next morning and you're sick, and all that will fix it is more alcohol, and you want to stop. That is how I drink. So I'm gonna open this, and while I open this, I want to talk about. Usually I will be looking forward to chugging all of this right now. Right now I just desire just a little bit more. Cause usually, like I said, usually I'll drink the Hurricanes, and especially if I start day drinking, I will be completely out of my mind. It's 4 o'clock right now, and drinking right now is pretty insane to me because by 9 or 10 o'clock I'll be passed out, completely obliterated, drunk, out of my mind. So this prescription and the book, Cure for Alcoholism, you can find it on Amazon. That will be in the description as well. They're saving my life. They're saving my marriage. They're saving. My family is pretty torn apart by the pain that has been caused by my drinking. I say some really, really horrendous, horrible things to try to hurt my family members because I don't know any way else to reach them. I have the most loving, kind heart until I get to that point where I've drank too much and all I feel is hate. I don't feel any connection to anybody, so I reach out and start messaging people to hurt them. And, I've pushed away pretty much all my friends and all my family. I have a wonderful wife that is got an incredible amount of love and faith. And like I said, this past week, it was the breaking point unless I found a miracle. And this is that Claudia Christian and her book and this and her YouTube video have already changed my life, and I want to help anybody who's struggling. And I know I'm probably rambling a lot. I don't really make YouTube videos about how bad my life has gotten. This is pretty weird and hard for me, but I just want to show you how long I've tried AA. I have this big book. As you can see, I have all the writings in there. Your will means your judgment machine. I got that from Bob Darrell in AA. Um, worship means obsessively turning your consciousness towards basically your higher power is whatever you think about all day. So if you're thinking about alcohol all day, if you're an alcoholic, you drink all day, obviously you're worshiping alcohol. If you think about porn and sex and women all day, you're worshiping porn. If you think about food all day, you're worshiping food. If you think about God all day, you're worshiping God. If you just broke up with a girlfriend or a boyfriend, you're obsessing about them, you're worshiping that person, and you're cutting yourself off from that power. I know a lot about AA. I've been in there pretty much since I was like 17. I went to my first rehab for drinking and suicide, and been in and out of the rooms of AA. I've done the steps multiple times, and like I said last week, I knew I was gonna die from this unless I found a miracle. So AA is great. It just did not work for me. I have nothing really bad to say about AA except that they are not open to anything but the 12 steps, which they're great. It's just there are still people dying inside of the rooms of AA. Yeah, so this in my book, it says spiritual growth over money, financial gain. Money is an illusion of power. That's from Bob Darrow as well. The disease of alcoholism is an obsession of the mind, allergy of the body, and it is a spiritual sickness that needs a spiritual solution, which is the first 164 pages. And I completely relate to all this. That insane obsession. You had just come off a binge. I have just come off a binge. I had just come off of a blackout, and I have so much wreckage and harm and hurt that I just caused that I swear and promise to myself, my family, that I will never drink again. And that same night, there's this voice inside you that's so loud, this monster, that you cannot turn down the volume, and it takes over your entire soul, your entire mind, and your body. And then you pick up a drink and you drink and you hate it, you don't want to pick it up, but your anticipation is so strong just for that relief, and you're so excited that you might get some relief just for a few minutes, and you pick it up and you drink, and you can just sit there and relax and say, okay, I feel horrible about picking up another drink, but at least I get some relief from this insanity that's going on from my mind. And what naltrexone does is it blocks that monster off. You do not, I don't know how to explain it, but my thinking is already changing towards alcohol. You've already had enough before you started drinking. And then drinking, for me, I'm looking at the bottle and it's like, yeah, it tastes good. I feel a little bit of a buzz, but I'm like, I don't really need that much more. It's making me full. And I'm thinking like a logical person. I talked to my wife about it, and I'm like, yeah, I kind of like, I'm looking at the bottle. I'm like, I don't know why I would want to drink that. It's just kind of making me fuller. You know, it tastes good, but I feel like I already have enough of a buzz. Is this how you feel? And she's like, yes. And she's like, looks at me like I'm, like she doesn't understand it, but she's in shock that I'm talking this way, that I'm being logical about alcohol. And that is what naltrexone is doing for me. And this is my third day. And I'm probably still pretty crazy, but AA, daily reflections, the dilemma of the alcoholic marriage. We're deep into this stuff, man. We're not joking around. This was like Courage to Change. There's more to quitting drinking than quitting drinking. My wife got how Al-Anon works. This is my second book. I've had a lot of these. All my writings in there. I tried my best, man. I tried my hardest. For me, my experience was the steps provided a lot of relief, especially the fourth step and especially the amends. The amends relieved chains and did a lot of spiritual help for me, but it never cured the eventual cravings that would come, and I never understood why. And it's just kind of sad that a lot of people are other like that go in and out of the rooms and they say it's something you're not doing right, you don't want it bad enough, and who the fuck would want to keep drinking themselves and ruining their relationships, being yelled at, being condemned, and losing their jobs, financial, your money, getting arrested? Who the fuck would want to go back out and do that? We want to drink for relief. We want to drink for the good times we have. We want to drink for that first time we had a couple beers, that camaraderie. Like, fuck everybody who says if you're not done, if you still want to go out and do this, like, you can still want to go drink, but you're not trying to fucking ruin every relationship in your life. That is not what alcoholics are trying to do. Alcoholics are good people, and I'm speaking for myself. There's probably a lot of bad motherfuckers out there too, but alcoholics are good people. Mostly I've met. They just have a disease of the brain, and I'm speaking for myself, that you cannot get away from, no matter how much you desire, no matter how bad you want it, no matter what you do, no matter how sober you stay for a period of time. That voice and that monster is still creeping away at you, and it's horrifying to know that you've gone to the worst, lowest levels that you thought you can go to, and you're not going to stop. That is a very, very, very terrifying place. And everybody around you says you don't have to pick up again. If you pick up again, you're choosing to. That is a lonely, very, very lonely place to be. And there is a solution. Whether it's AA and that works for you or your partner, whether it's Jesus, whether it's God, whether it's yoga, whether it's exercise, if you find something that takes you away from your addiction, that's killing you, I support that. But I'm going to talk about what works for me. And yeah, I think that I'm done. I don't think I'm going to finish that, but I really wanted to make this video to show my third day. I'm probably rambling a lot, but I just want to get the word out about something that's saving my life, and hopefully it could save one person's life out there. Follow the steps to get the NALTREXONE. It will cost a tiny bit of money. But this works. This is changing my life already in 3 days. And you do have to take responsibility for it. You have to take responsibility for every time you do get a bad craving. If you're a daily drinker or you're a weekend drinker or whatever it is, if you can go a few months without it, if you drink again, you have to make a commitment to take this pill whenever that comes up, and wait an hour and then drink. And then that's how this works. So to anybody out there who has any questions, any comments, just leave them below. I'm hoping to get a lot better and change my life for the better, for me and my wife and my family. And I'm hoping to do the same for you guys. This is me posting a video probably at one of the worst times of my life. That's probably why I'm still a little bit talking monotone and not really have a bunch of energy. But for me to drink this little bit amount starting at 1:30 in the afternoon, it's incredible, man. And I hope it for you guys. I hope it for your family. And it's a controversial method because recovery, you have to drink, and you have to drink on this medication. So I want to be proof that you can drink yourself to sobriety, and I'm already doing it. I'm drinking less and less and less than I've already had in 20 years. I've been drinking since I was 14. I'm 35, and this is the first time I've taken a drink and not craved and needed, and the bottle is not taking me. So I'll keep making these videos. I'll try to keep them more organized and concise. I know I rambled a lot on this one, but there is a solution.